Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky, the Endurance Update. Today, we need to focus on raising our faction standing with the Korvax. And to help understand what that is and what we can do, I went ahead and opened up our guide. We're going to take a look at the factions and standing. So standing is a measure of your reputation with alien races and factions. We can track our standing on the milestones page of the options menu. So if we pop over to milestones, we can look at the Korvax. We can see our standing right now looks to be test subject. Well, that's great. Next rank in 3. So I'm not sure what 3 means, but I guess that would be 3 raises of standing, possibly. Okay. The mission board is the most efficient way of raising standing. Missions reward standing with the system's dominant life forms or one of the 3 guilds: the Merchants Guild, the Explorers Guild, and the Mercenaries Guild. I think we might have heard about the Merchants Guild a little earlier on at the space station, but I don't recognize these other 2. Anyways, offering gifts to aliens on space stations or planetary outposts is a great way to increase your standing. Different life forms prefer different gifts. Well, I think I've probably sold the ones I've had, so that's probably not going to be a good way for us. Higher standing with the guilds grants access to higher level missions with improved rewards. Okay, hunting and destroying pirate bounties will increase your standing with the system's dominant life forms as well. Gotcha. Well, I think what we need to do then is we need to go ahead and head up to the mission board right after I check these boxes. Okay, nothing super helpful. More projectile ammunition, which I'm just going to keep discarding for now. Let's go ahead and check our log. Yep, alone amidst the stars, we can increase the standing with the alien life forms. We can also we could think about doing the next Atlas interface, but I think focusing on this one is probably our best bet for now. We have a couple of these missions from last time, but I'm not sure if they're going to count. So I think it's still good for us to go up and accept some more. Alright, here we are at the space station. Let's see if we can't find our mission board. Let's see what kind of missions they got for us. Okay, so it looks like the same missions as last time. That's fine. So this Korvax mission is probably the one that we need to level up Korvax standing, and it's talking about hunting low-level pirates. Locate and destroy the bounty target. So we need to fly to the marked bounty location and engage them in combat. Nope, don't abandon. So there's our target. What am I stuck on here? So I'm starting up another round of recording here, only to have realized that our intent what must have been 8 different starship battles didn't get recorded. The footage that I had for that is lost, and I'm actually pretty frustrated by that. You can see here we picked up a mission on our mission board to hunt low-grade pirates, and we completed that. We need to return to the mission agent, and if we look at our milestones here, look at our journey milestones, you see for ships destroyed, we've actually destroyed 11. We are technically a nuisance now. It was a really good fight, too. We learned that holding down the S key for brake helps your turning tremendously, and that you can actually hold down W and S at the same time, and it will prioritize braking. So it really helps to just holding down the thruster and the brake means that once you've let go of brake, you're at full speed again, which helps with turning and combat. Man, that's real. I'm a little frustrated that didn't record properly, but here we are now back on the outpost, and we just need to switch over to the right mission here, and we need to talk to the right entity now that we've successfully raised our standing. So as I approach the life form, the lights in its shell casing begin to brighten and constrict, chattering noises issuing forth. They hold out a scanner. It is unclear if Artemis's translator is working. The life form's chattering ends. They stare at me with disappointment. The life form's shell casing begins to dilate and flicker. They attempt to scan my scanner, but it is clear that their tool interferes, it is clear that my tool interferes with its own. Let's allow it. I allow the life form to scan me. They create a 3-dimensional cross-section of body, exosuit, skin, organs, all included, refining the model through occasional projections, and eventually it is complete. Hello! This data is invaluable to Korvac's convergence. Thank you, Traveler. I will, of course, assist you. Hey, can you tell me where these stars are? I ask the lifeform to decode the star chart and provide a route to Artemis's location. The location does not exist, Traveler. Ew. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Nothing is more tragic than a corrupted piece of code. Man, are you sure? The Korvax seems momentarily confused, as if the concept that they could have made a mistake has never ever been considered. They claim their systems are infallible. That guy just walked right through you. Are you sure that's infallible? Their systems are superior to judgment of any organic life form. I apologize and leave. Sorry, man. Didn't mean it. Okay. Let's return to space to bring the news to Artemis. I don't think he's gonna enjoy this. We're basically telling him that it is a dream, or your location is at least a dream. There you are. I've found high ground, I think. When you arrive, I'll fire my multi-tool into the air to mark my location. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? Look, man, we tried. We asked, and they don't know what your location doesn't exist. Okay, I'm sorry. I tell Artemis the locals could not decipher their star chart. The alien even went so far as to claim those stars did not exist. That's impossible. I can't have traveled that far from charted space. You found my ship. How exactly did you get there, though? As I speak, the line begins to crackle with interference. Artemis looks up at the stars in panic. The stars, they've altered since I've made that chart. Blinked out and... How is this possible? What's happening to me? I need to get out of here. I need to... It is quiet at first, but it is there, unmistakable, growing steadily louder with each passing moment. A sound beneath their words. A sound as if glass could scream. I remain silent, watching as Artemis arms their multi-tool. The attack does not come, and they speak to me again. I discovered the glyphs for a portal, traveler, a gateway between worlds. I thought it would lead me to another of our kind, but now, I don't even know if the voice was real. The pathway collapsed while I was still inside. I found this place in the darkness. I thought perhaps it was a planet. I was so wrong. I can see their faces. There are seeds of glass within their... Within their what? And what glyphs did you find? They're gone? My data fragmented in the... I just wanted to discover worlds. I wanted to find other travelers. I didn't... 16. Warn your face, it... Please, not yet. I'm not... The signal cuts off. As it crackles into oblivion, I hear a name through the static. Apollo. A frequency for Apollo has been added to my hollow terminus contacts. I think maybe it's time we talk to Nada again. Starting to wonder if Artemis is like in another dimension, maybe? Or maybe like another timeline? Like phasing in and out of existence? Or phased into another existence? That was an intense amount of lag there. Hey, Nada. What have you learned, Traveler? What generates Artemis Entity Signal? Well, let me tell you, We have seen some stuff. I tell Nada how we failed to understand Artemis's location. I explain their strange messages, Apollo and the portal glyphs. Nada pauses. Their lights blink as they process this information. Artemis slips between worlds, into the data fall. Our home lives in these spaces, but these holes are stable, small. Nada is worried, Traveler. Cracks between the iterations should not widen. It will not help us. Artemis entity still does not remember Nada? I mean, I didn't really tell Artemis about you. This is a puzzle. A trap? Or a tragedy? Apollo entity is unknown to Nada. More puzzling still. If Traveler entity is curious, Nada has advice. Yeah, I'm open. The rampant crimson is the work of Atlas falsity. Other Korvax say deity. Nada knows better. Atlas false entity hunts Nada, but Traveler may seek them out and draw them away. Starting to get the picture that Nada really does not like this Atlas. Ghosts in the machine. Something terrible has happened to Artemis. Their signal cut off as they were surrounded by strange figures they described as having seeds of glass within their skin. Right. So we need to locate and activate a hollow terminus. And we can do that by scanning our surroundings. Okay, here we are coming up on an unknown building. I'm assuming this is probably going to be our hollow terminus here. It looks pretty similar to our other buildings that we've come across. We keep coming back to this breached planet. I'm starting to wonder if we should just go ahead and take some time to set up a base here. And that way we can just teleport between bases. Might save us on starship fuel and travel time, since we seem to really be coming back to this one over and over and over again. Let's go ahead and repair the damaged machinery, check out what's in the two pods, and then we can try contacting this Apollo. Let's try tuning the frequency to Apollo. Now, who might this be? Whoa, wait. Is that a robot? The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Well, I think it's kind of our calling card to be quiet too. Let's stare back. Identify yourself or I end this call. I don't know that I want to give away Artemis just yet. Hey man, I'm just a traveler. And what does that mean, to be a traveler? You know, I actually really don't know. Artemis sent you, didn't they? But perhaps you do have some wisdom in that head of yours. None of us know what we are, and none of us can. We do not live in a world of truth. You can tell Artemis that I haven't changed my mind about meeting. I'll do it if I'm paid to do it. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Okay, well, clearly he knows about Artemis. They know each other, must have spoken at least once, maybe a couple of times. Look, dude, Artemis is in trouble. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, that they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Their last word was Apollo's name. Apollo's demeanor changes. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. I have? Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. Man, we haven't seen that yet. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this, the portals, perhaps they are the key. Look, I'm just in this to help Artemis, man. I don't really care about the money. Yes, probably. But if we can figure this out, we can save Artemis too. Don't fret. Okay. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? I don't see how I really have a choice. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. I am always polite. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing. A ghost in the machine. Okay, so Apollo's contact is outside of the local system, so we are going to have to try going to a new system. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's where I'm going to call it an episode for today as we look out on this wild, breached planet and our ball friends here. Amazing. Okay, so hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more content from me in the future, just make sure to tap the red subscribe button, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Later!